I'm listening to th- these perps. I can hear them talk, and they're gonna do horrible things to me because I am somebody who continuously bring reality to people who wants to escape them. They've created facades of trying to be these people who just like mistakeful group of menacing but avenger radical people, right? And so me bringing up, for example, this picture of this woman that you're seeing, this women that are being tortured by this direct energy weaponry, which is obviously DARPA, um, which is obviously sophisticated weaponry that's only like the top of entities can be creating. Not everybody can have this kind of weaponry. No, not everybody can have this level of budgeting. So it's obvious that government has a strong, well, government is leading these things, or government entities. Now, they wanted to come up with their little fantasy somehow that they're just a group of people with their own money put together to avenge. And you are a group of contracted individual, but government entity, intelligence committee is obviously involved. Obviously, DARPA is involved. Obviously, DOD is involved. Obviously, CIA is involved. Obviously, multiple entities are involved in this. And obviously, this is more of a research and development than than anything else, right? Now they try to come up with way to make themselves believe these things while they do these things, because what they're really part of is a program that experiment on human beings. Now, however, they try to make themselves live this fantasy to block out reality that they are the trash the government uses to trash people. So I know that me breaking that little bubble that they've created for themselves, right? That these people are here to avenge what I've done to the, and that this ways of thinking it's me, and all of these things that obviously can easily be removed, can easily be taken away. I can easily show that these people force people to think in these disgusting ways. They manipulate the brain. This is what this technology does, and that's because many others have done this to others. This technology is so sophisticated, but it is also very systematic. Everything that's been done to me has been done to others. There's nothing that they do to me that hasn't been done to others. And I'm not talking about too long ago. I'm talking about right now. So you hear this woman tell me, "Oh my gosh, they're gonna rape you. They're gonna do this." They use this, and I'm not the first one to hear that, to say the same thing. I remember, and maybe I should have. I don't know why I didn't save this video. This woman in the Philippines, as you know, this is global. This woman in the Philippines was literally say, "They tell me I'm gonna get raped." Now, is she gonna get raped? Real? I don't know, but she was being told that. She was being warned of that. Now you understand how what it does psychologically, right? To be told that you're gonna be raped, you're gonna be raped, you're gonna be raped. This is a woman, so the vulnerable, being that vulnerable and being told that 24/7, to not 24/7, but often to get you to be anxious is disgusting. They do the same thing with me, but with me, I'm like, okay, well, I get raped. And I'll deal with whatever torture I have to deal with. But there's dignity in my torture because I know what you guys do. It's like, oh, this going to rape you, it's going to whatever's going to happen. You're going to try to paint a picture where you're doing this because you're avenging. No, this is just an image. It's what you're trying to show. Well, in reality, you're in a program that rapes, torture, fry. I mean, look at these faces of this woman. This is not somebody actually, like, this is top notch technology that does these things to people. Those are women. These people are torturing people, but using technology that is super sophisticated, that can do so much horrible things from just somebody is just sitting there, just comfortably doing these horrible things to people. That's why these special people here is like, oh, we are good. You see who's talking, it's like, oh my gosh. So we kill you, and you look at who's killing you, it's like, oh my gosh. Because this technology makes anybody capable of killing anybody at the most ease. That's why I'm like, when they say kill me, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, well, yeah. I mean, this. It's not. You're not. Like you don't have to be too brave or even anything to do what you're doing to me. Just gotta delude yourself into this false reality you put together, and they use people who can easily lose themselves in that fantasy. You know, in the midst of them being a program that is renowned for manipulating people in these disturbing ways of thinking, it's just what they do. In my mind, they try to flip it into something else, but they force you to have these disturbing thoughts. They do these nasty things to your body, and they also warn you, not to just warn you to add anxiety. They say, and I know for me because I'm keep, me making these videos talking about this is making them worse toward me because these people wanted to live this fantasy. They wanted to believe that I'm going to let them think that these people aren't people who torture women and children. Of course, I know they don't do that. They are, I call them trash every day because they are trash. They are cowards in the low life. I don't regret this saying that, and I will continue. I know it's making it worse for me, but I will not let them live. You cannot be involved in this program and be involved in these things that do horrible things. And yes, some of them have done it more than others. And then them try to distance themselves like, oh, we did it. Yes, you do this. And they're using their, I mean, they have to dumb themselves down. And I'm making it more and more and more and more, uh, making them having to dumb themselves down even more. I'm putting them to the point where they have to damn near be on the spectrum of mental retardation. They need to put to they have to be to that level. And I'm humiliating them that way. Because yes, they do this. Yes, you even hear women say, well, there's a lot of women involved. Yes, of course they do this. Some have more experience than others, of course. But they do this. And they want me to, oh no, we're using our money. And now it has become something they just say to agitate, to make me, to try to agitate me. Okay, yes. And somebody said, oh, it's actually now they try to use it just to annoy. But they do these nasty things because they are contracted by the government to do these things. They are meant to break you down and make you accept. It's funny how the sophistication of this weapon is crazy. But at this point, there's nothing that shocks me in the sense that they've done it so systematically. It's like, okay, this is going to happen. Oh, you do. Oh, this. Like, I know what they're doing. But, oh, okay. Oh, wow. They say this. Oh, there is nothing new when it comes to what they do to me. And so it's easy for me to find somebody who says the same thing. Validation is easy to find. These thoughts? Do they manipulate people's thoughts? Yes, many have said it. Oh, what they doing to my body? Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Bones, joints, everything. Oh, back hurting, neck hurting, all of that. Throats, everything. There's nothing they do. Blindness. It's just everything. Even the skull changing. Everything they've done to me has been done to others. It's like you can find everything. It's not even that hard to. It's not like hard search. I'm not like I'm just like literally looking for target individuals testimony. Oh, of course. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, they're doing this to me. So it shows how obvious and parent like these people are. They do these things where they torture you, torment you, and try to destroy every aspect of your life, including your mental aspects, physically, financially, and try to break you down. With me, they're trying to maintain this facade that they had, where they wanted to be this like radical, feminist, progressive. Oh, please, okay, sure. You can't even say Royal Moore. You see how radical you are. You contracted by the government to experiment on human beings, including women and children. You're just a trash. You cannot say Roy Moore. You understand? That's how bottom feeder you are. They know that I'm never gonna let them leave the fences. The bravest thing you do is opening the door. Right now what they're doing is like when I have these moments, when I have these videos, they open the door and it's like, oh, we are whispering. We basically we are this radical group. Can you hear us? The way we so radical opening. Yeah, of course. They use the cowards of the cowards that want to live a fantasy. So we and they use this tone of like a child. You know, like children when they try to prove a point. Dad, it's like that. It's like, oh, Dad, yes, I did my homework, Dad. That's how they sound. Like, but I'm not even trying to mimic them. Like, I'm not sorry. I'm trying to mimic them. I'm not trying to be comical about how they try. That's how they try to get you to accept this thing. It's like, yes, we are. Like, okay, I'll never let you live your fantasy. And this is me saying it in a better way. It's like, we are. I was like, no, you're not. But I understand you're trying to create this facade. You work for the government. You are contracted by the government to do these horrible things to people. I understand. They give you the green light to do all these horrible things using this weapon for research and development. I was put in this program by a, a person at my old job, and I'm in this program where they experiment with with technology that can do so much, including override your thoughts, manipulate your thoughts, manipulate everything. And then with this program that's been implemented for a long time, have almost unlimited amount of budget. I mean, it's just non-stop spend, non-stop. Like the budget is just limitless, and they hire and contract these people to do these things, to sit here, do these nasty things day in and day out, till the end. So for me, knowing that, continuously saying that, making them stop living that little fantasy they put together makes it worse. I was like, oh, okay, okay, watch what's gonna happen to you. Watch. Talking about they just people talking about framing me by putting child porn on my computer. Nasty, disgusting things. Others saying that they're gonna have this child say something about me doing like some nasty things. Just trash. You know, these people are just the dirtiest trash people. And so we're there. You're in a program that torture children. I will not let them live the fantasy. And as much as they tell me how I'm going to get raped and tortured, listen, I'd rather get raped and tortured than having to work for pedophiles, torture children, and force people to think in these pedophile ways and be involved in this nastiness and be such a coward low life. No, rape, torture, there's dignity in this death. But, throughout the whole day, they're bringing up the nasty manipulation they do. You hear this childlike individual. That's their life. You understand they are dedicating their life doing these things, which is good. I truly push. I would recommend them. I would recommend for them to continue to do these things, to continue doing this for the rest of their life. Dedicate more of your time, please. Watch how this comes back. And I know these people. I don't care much about their well-being. I don't care if they're happy or not. I know that life cannot be that good. Like it's sad when I see people who feel so much empowered, but then you see how weak they are. It's like, how little it would take to just like things to just make you remind yourself how bottom feeder you are. Yeah, me, I'm saying Roy Moore, and this has nothing to do with me. So to all my target individual, they tell me how horrible and violent things are going to be with me, and I do believe it. Now, I know who else they've done this to. I know how horrible their life. I mean, how horrible they've put some of the more vulnerable people into situations that's terrible. If you can see these people's face, their feet, their legs, those are women. And these people doing this to me have and will be doing this to women. Some have done it more than others. So to all my target individuals, don't subscribe to these things. They are bottom feeders and they're trash. Please remember that they are trash human beings that try to dehumanize you. They try to make you think you're the nothing. But these bottom feeders, this is what they do. They are the nothing. So stay strong and know that justice will be done.